In Napoleon Hill's An Interview with the Devil, he puts forth the idea that heaven, hell, God, and the devil are not beings that exist out in the air. The devil's not deep under the earth, but that the devil and God are states of the human mind. And I find this to be probably, I'm a huge fan of Napoleon Hill, but this is probably, I think this is one of his masterworks. It is one of my absolute favorites. The devil can be a state of the human mind where you have thoughts and emotions that turn into behaviors, they turn into routines, they turn into lifestyles, relationships, and they feed on each other and they gain strength. The way the human brain is wired, you have a brain that pays more attention to the negative, right? Because throughout history, our ancestors, the ones that survived were the ones that paid attention to the negative, right? So if you had one ancestor, you know, two of them walking, you had two of your ancestors walking, and they saw this long kind of shape across the path in front of them. The one who assumed quickly that it was a snake and reacted was the one that would probably survive, you know, other tragedies or potential dangerous situations in life. So we have these brains that latch on to negativity, that build negative thoughts. The majority of people go throughout their life reacting to circumstances. Now we're going through this time in the world. I knew that our generation would see a time of tribulation and great corruption. And I'm going to be talking about this late in future videos. I'm making a lot of videos lately. This time we've all been going through, it brought out some horrific things within me. I remember, you know, going to the grocery store, waiting in the checkout counter, just seeing other people's faces and, you know, buying things for myself, buying things to care for myself, like vitamins. You know, I've got the best quality of vitamin D. I've got, you know, as many years worth as I can hold. These feelings just rose up like the devil himself, like a demon. These thoughts coming to me like, oh, who are you to be able to have this during this time when so many people are suffering? And things like, oh, there's probably so many children who are with abusive single moms, just like you were, you know, on your street or in your neighborhood, who aren't going to eat today. Oh, but here you are, you've got a ton of excellent vitamins and, you know, the perfect products for your hair and skin. Oh, how lovely. I was one of the first people to start wearing a mask. People gave me dirty looks when I wore it out in public. But I remember wearing this mask and feeling like I couldn't breathe through the mask, like I was gonna have a panic attack. And then these thoughts and, you know, crying. There were tears just running down my face. A really great practice to help deal with your personal, emotional, and mental suffering is simply to observe it. So instead of thinking, oh, why do I deserve this when other people don't have it? I need to switch that to, oh, I'm having thoughts that I don't deserve this. Do you see the difference? It's observing and it's learning, right? So this is what I've found through all the difficult shit I've had to deal with in my life. Believe me, there has been a lot. And for those of you who have bought and read my book, you get a glimpse of it. So I want to offer one solution in this video. I have many solutions. I am someone who has suffered existentially and, you know, with my thoughts, my emotions, my family, and everything throughout life. So I've had to do many different things to try and make it through. But I find one thing that anyone can do that's a great place to start. You don't have to have money. You don't have to go to a therapist. You don't even have to leave your house if you don't want to. The majority of our suffering in the first world countries that I assume that the majority of us watching live in is not from, you know, little devils poking us with pitchforks. okay? It's from thoughts that come in our mind. It's from emotions, so the stories we create about those thoughts. And we torture ourselves. So how about just noticing that? Oh, when I have a difficult day, I kick myself when I'm down and I beat myself up. You don't have to blame yourself or blame your parents or look for the solution. It's just a simple thing that begins the path of awareness, that stops the voice of the devil in your mind, that allows the consciousness of God, the thoughts that come from God, from creation, to come into your mind, is to start observing your thoughts and your emotions. I've been keeping a journal since I was like 18 years old. So write it down in a journal, send yourself a text message with the thoughts throughout the day of what you're noticing. That's something that I do too. That's one of the greatest tricks that the devil in your mind has played on mankind, is convincing mankind he does not exist. So when you notice that consciousness coming through, pinpoint it, become aware of it. This is how you learn about yourself. You learn about your strengths, your weaknesses. And from here, you have an idea where you are mentally and emotionally. As some of you may know, my favorite definition of success is a successful person is someone who knows where they are, they know where they're going, and they are moving in that direction. That's it. That's all you have to do to be a success. And this applies to the area of our emotions and our thoughts as well. Learning about ourselves, knowing where we are, what's going on. You know, when you're putting a destination into your cell phone, okay, on your map of where you want to go, it has to locate you where you are first, and then it shows you how to get there. But imagine if you're like, yeah, I want to go to Timbuktu, and they're saying, okay, so where are you? And you're like, yeah, I have no idea. How are you ever going to reach your destination, right? So if you want to get to a better place mentally and emotionally, you have to know where you are first. I am making videos every day until Christmas. Please leave me a comment below this video, click like. I am going to link this audiobook, Interview with the Devil audiobook, below for you. It will blow your mind. Have a good listen to it. I wonder how many of you guys would do this. If you go to that audiobook video, leave a comment that I sent you there. I wonder how many of you do it. Even just one person does it. That will fill my heart with glee. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.